Hello and welcome. I'm Adam Cellini. Thanks for joining us tonight. Topping our news, more than 1 million FPL customers across the state, more than 1 million homes across the state continue to be without power this evening. It's frustrating, but still an improvement from the 6.5 million who were without power Monday. Unfortunately, for those still without that power, the patience can be hard to find. Let's take a look at some of these latest outage numbers for our area. In Sarasota County, over 39,000 are still without power, and in Manatee County, that number is over 22,000. To put things into perspective, the governor's office says this has been the largest power restoration effort in the history for any single state. FPL officials hope to have completely restored power to our area by Wednesday. A memorial service was held this morning for Hardee County Sheriff's Deputy Julie Ann Bridges, who was killed in a tragic car accident during Hurricane Irma. Local and state law enforcement out in full force for that ceremony, which was held in Bradenton. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us live from Bayside Community Church with more on Deputy Bridges and her connection to the Suncoast. Dwayne.
Well, Adam, tragedy for Hardee County and law enforcement, but more so the family. She leaves behind her parents, her husband, and her 8-year-old son. Law enforcement from Flagler, Polk, and Sarasota were among many gathered at Bayside Community Church in Manatee County to pay respect to fallen Deputy Julie Bridges. More than 700 people from family to friends attended to honor the 42-year-old who was born and raised in Sarasota County. Also kept roots here on the Suncoast as a member of Sarasota's 4-H Foundation. She had been helping at an evacuation shelter overnight when she was killed on her way home last Sunday morning. A 13-year veteran of the department, Hardee Sheriff Arnold Lanier remembered Bridges to being devoted to everything she did.
We don't understand the circumstances or the meaning of Julie's sudden death and departure from this life. We can only hold on to the Word of God. We lack the words to adequately describe the huge loss her death has brought to each of us in Hardee County.
The indoor service continued outside, where Lanier knelt and presented a folded flag to Bridges' son, Caden. The same flag draped over the deputy's coffin. Caden and his grandfather releasing doves as a tribute, while a riderless horse passed her casket. A 3-volley salute ended the ceremony. Her cousin, Lisa Lutz, looking for the family to stay strong despite the tragedy.
Over the past few days, I have struggled with how to adequately express our love for Julie, her love for us, her personality, her spirit in her journey. She was compassionate, courteous, loving, smart, witty, and so much more.
Now, the Hardee County Sheriff's Office also put out a statement saying, "We honor Deputy Sheriff Julie Bridges today and forever. Deputy Julie sacrificed her life to protect the citizens of Hardee County while they sought shelter from Hurricane Irma. Julie served our community for 13 years and was one of the most faithful and dedicated deputies, mother, and friend you could ever know. We will miss her dearly and will hold her in our hearts forever." Now, Adam, I was able to speak with her parents today. They did not want to be on camera, but they say she will surely be missed. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. Certainly a tragedy. We now head over to Wendy Ross for our first alert weather forecast. And Wendy, the Atlantic getting very busy once again.
Oh, of course, it's very busy. We are in the peak of the hurricane season, and so we're going to continue to see development out there. We're going to be getting to those storms in just a moment. Right now, though, things are very quiet for our area. As you can see, we've got a couple of showers that have been developing to the north and east of us, and they're diving on down the state right now, but they've not made it into our viewing area. We also have some showers located way out in the Gulf of Mexico, and we may see some of those showers beginning to make their way onshore throughout the overnight time period. But right now, things are quiet for us. We have mostly sunny skies across the region, but later on tonight, beginning at around 7 o'clock, we'll start to see some of those showers coming on in and affecting parts of northeastern Manatee County and then moving across Sarasota County. And then we get the showers coming in during the overnight time period. period. But for us, mostly those rains are going to be moderate to light showers that are going to be making their way on through. And right now we're looking at an 88-degree reading. It is still very humid. The winds are calm at this point. The dew point is high. And for the overnight time period, once again, we're looking at those rain showers for overnight, but then we've got some nice weather coming in for the next couple of days, which we will talk about along with what's going on in the tropics. So stay tuned for that. Adam?
All right, thank you, Wendy. Well, if you are a renter who has experienced damage at your home, you may be having a number of questions right now, and those questions can be difficult to answer when it's between the tenants and the landlords making that decision on their own. Power could be gone and part of a home may be unlivable, but finding alternative living arrangements can also be hard and expensive. After a disaster, a spokeswoman for Legal Services of North Florida says most situations are best resolved by the two parties working together.
The courts are dealing with other matters. They've been closed for a while. They've got other things going on. It may be a while before a court would resolve it. And then you have a situation where a third party is actually resolving it as opposed to the people who are actually dealing with the situation.
Unless a contract says otherwise, a landlord is not required to provide temporary housing for someone displaced by the storm. However, a tenant also has the right to terminate a lease agreement if a dwelling is not inhabitable. Students in two of the nation's largest school districts still don't know when they'll return to class, forcing many Florida parents to juggle childcare as they head into the second week of recovering from Hurricane Irma. Miami-Dade and Broward counties had hoped to resume operations Monday, but dozens of schools in the two districts are still without power or still operating as temporary shelters. The uncertainty putting additional stress on parents trying to return to work. As for the Suncoast, both Sarasota and Manatee County school districts are scheduled to return to their regular classes on Monday. Some of Florida's farmers are now in survival mode. For them, Hurricane Irma did more than just destroy crops. It wiped out the best growing season in the past 10 years. Ed Lavandera, has that story.
See where it's dark?
Right.
That's how high the water was.
Wow.
Bob Newsom manages 10,000 acres of orange groves in southwest Florida. Hurricane Irma destroyed at least 50% of his orange crop in just a matter of hours.
One crop a year. So this is it. What we have is what we have for the year.
And much of it is lost.
Much of it is lost.
Wow.
The Florida citrus industry has struggled for more than 10 years. This was supposed to be the bounce back year. But Hurricane Irma slashed its way through the heart of the state's orange groves. Experts say 50 to 70% of the state's crop was ripped from the trees. This is what the storm left in its wake, row after row of decimated orchards.
This is a horrible event. Everyone's out, the water's draining, everyone's helping each other, and we'll just put it all back together.
And this is a video of our avocado field. And as you can see, a lot of the avocado trees are destroyed.
Small farmers like Alvaro Perpuli have been hit especially hard. Perpuli grows avocados and mangoes on a few dozen acres, but it's mostly gone now.
This is just a tremendous crop loss. Up to 90% of the crops are gone and on the floor.
The citrus industry employs 45,000 people, and those farm field workers nervously fear the long-lasting impact of the storm. In small towns like Immokalee, Florida, many are scrambling for the basic necessities like water and food.
We need help. We need serious help out here. The farm workers especially, it's nothing but farm workers out there, and it seems like they've ignored us.
So these orange trees don't like sitting in water at all?
No, they don't.
On Bob Newsom's farm, he would normally employ as many as 150 seasonal harvest workers. This year, he predicts he'll need half as many.
The fruit is off of the trees, and it's floating in floodwater.
Gene McAvoy, a University of Florida agricultural advisor, says the looming harvest looks bleak, and the prospect of finding work is withering for many if there isn't fruit to pick.
They live paycheck to paycheck. Their families are going to be hurting. It's going to impact, it's not going to be a good Christmas for the kids. It's going to be rough. It's really going to be rough.
You get emotional about it.
I get emotional about it.
Well, back here at home, a local farmers market is bouncing back after a week off from Irma. The Sarasota Farmers Market back in full swing this morning, though they were missing a few fruits and veggies lost during that storm. We spoke with several vendors at the market this morning asking how they fared during the storm, and the consensus is that it could have been a lot worse.
In our groves, we're looking at probably 15 to 20% fruit loss due to the high winds. Also, we'll get fruit scarring from the oranges in the trees being skinned up by other branches, and we'll experience that later in the year when we start harvesting fruit. The wind scarring will show up on the peel, which doesn't hurt the fruit at all, just hurts the appearance.
And similar to what we just heard, Tim Brown, who is the owner of Brown's Grove and Citrus, says says most of the fruit he has was lost due to flooding. Well, now we want to direct your attention to this picture on your screen. Family and friends continuing to look for 14-year-old Jabez Spann, who has been missing since Monday, September 4th, and was last seen on 23rd Street in Sarasota. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call the Sarasota Police Department at the number listed on your screen, that number 941-316-1201. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, the debate over whether or not to remove Confederate statues continues across the nation, sparking more rallies. Plus, how the community is getting prepared for the World Rowing Championships and the thousands making a beeline for the Suncoast for that event.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
If you're thinking about replacing your windows, what matters most to you? We found what matters is high performance. Our customers want energy-efficient windows built for Florida weather. Windows that can stand everything from scorching sun to hurricanes. Our customers want windows that reflect their life, their lifestyle. Windows that will last a lifetime. We listen to our customers, and as a result, we're growing. So if you're looking to replace your windows, stop here at New South Window.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows.
As Hurricane Irma tore through the Suncoast, ABC 7 First Alert Weather was here for you, tracking Hurricane Irma on the all-new ABC 7 First Alert Weather app and sending push alert updates on the storm, providing life-saving tips and non-stop coverage on air, online, and on all your digital devices. Plus, we answered thousands of your questions during our Hurricane Helpline. We kept you informed every step of the way. ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you when you need us most.
Hurricane season is here, and so is the ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide.
This essential resource arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit, shelter locations, what to do with your pets, and important phone numbers.
Visit mysuncoast.com and download the ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide.
Brought to you by Batteries Plus, the Florida Lottery, and Sarasota Glass and Mirror.
Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus First Alert weather and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7, we're here for you.
Police are bracing for more protests across the country today. Several groups out defending Confederate statues, while another holds a rally to support President Trump. ABC's Brad Milkey has that report.
In Washington, two very different causes on display, both focusing on First Amendment rights.
Unfortunately, Washington, D.C. is also one of the darkest
cities in the United States of America is one of the most corrupt cities.
On the National Mall, a pro-Trump group holding what it calls the mother of all rallies, aiming to boost the president's America First agenda, celebrating what it called traditional American values.
We are not beaten. We are taking back our country.
Not far away, a very non-traditional group, thousands of so-called juggalos, fans of the hip-hop duo Insane Clown Posse. The group claims they've been discriminated against. In 2011, the FBI classified the group as a loosely organized hybrid gang.
We're doing the only civilized things we can do as Americans. We're protesting, we're marching.
In Dallas, protesters rallied around the empty base where a statue of Robert E. Lee used to stand. It was removed Thursday and taken to storage.
No KKK, no racist USA.
A Lee statue also the site of a Heritage Not Hate rally in Richmond, Virginia. Organizers there defending Confederate monuments. Police trying to avoid confrontations like Charlottesville, keeping counter-protesters separated.
The barricades kind of help the process because after Charlottesville, we need more presence.
Don't shoot.
And St. Louis is bracing for a second night of protests, one day after a judge acquitted a white former police officer in the shooting of a black man.
People are just fed up. This is crazy.
Friday's demonstrations were mainly peaceful, but overnight a small group became violent, breaking windows at a restaurant, even throwing paint on the mayor's house. Brad Milkey, ABC News, New York.
Well, back here at home, we're just 1 week away until the World Rowing Championships begin. A training session was held for their hundreds of volunteers today. Multiple large groups listening to instruction and participating in team building activities as athletes from all over the world started to arrive here on the Suncoast. One team from New Zealand also making an appearance at today's training event to help hand out gear to the volunteers who will be wearing and using it throughout those races.
I'm retired. I wanted more to do, and I think volunteering is the best thing to do. And I just thought this was a great way to do it.
I think they can expect some really quality racing. There's athletes from all around the world coming who we've been training so hard for this event for months and years. So I would hope to think they would see some really exciting racing and people just putting it all out there on the rowing course.
The 2017 World Rowing Championships begin at Nathan Benderson Park with opening ceremony starting next Saturday, September 23rd, and racing will start Sunday and run through October 1st. And you heard the New Zealand rower there talking about all the work they've put in. They've been putting in a lot of work here too. I think 4 years almost since they received that bid.
Yes.
And this is something 4 years in the making. So
isn't that exciting? And now it's here. Now it's here.
They've almost made
4
it.
years went by real fast.
Sure
didn't
did, I bet.
I tell you what.
Organizing this thing.
This week has gone by really fast.
Man, did we even have a weekend?
Yeah.
What happened last weekend?
I got up today and I was not sure what day it was. I lost all track of time. You know, when you haven't had a power and then you get power on finally, and then some people don't have power still. So it's just been one of those weeks where you're just not really quite sure whether your right foot is first or your left foot is. And that's sort of the way it's been. But it certainly has turned into a beautiful night. And we had a very quiet day today weather-wise with no rain around. As a matter of fact, that quietness is going to be interrupted tonight, but then we're going to get the sunshine back again tomorrow, and things are going to look quite nice for us. But right now, radar is picking up just a couple of showers right here around just to the north of Manatee County and Hillsborough County, and eventually those showers are going to be moving on into our area, and we're going to see the rain throughout the overnight time period. It's really not going to be a whole lot of activity for a little while. You can see there's just nothing going on right now as far as radar is concerned. But in the next couple of hours, we're going to start to see some of these showers moving on in across Manatee County, moving towards the southwest, and then we've got more rain developing and then coming on in, and this will take place during the overnight period, and then tomorrow morning things are going to be nice and beautiful once again and very dry for our area, so we're not likely to see a whole lot in the way of rainfall for the next couple of days. But it was hot today, 92, 75 the overnight low. So if you've not had power turned on, it is going to continue to stay hot. We are not going to have any kind of cooling. It is September, and we just don't get cool for the month of September. 88 degrees right now for us. The winds are out of the north-northeast. They're calm at this point, humidity at 61%. And we are looking at some we're going to see the opportunity for showers developing overnight tonight. So we've got those showers, the occasional thunderstorm. And then we're also going to see sunny and hot conditions tomorrow. And then we're also going to be getting some drier air in here over the next couple of days. But in the meantime, the tropics are busy. We have Jose, Maria, and Lee. And so these are the systems that we're paying attention to right now. Jose is not going to be a problem for us. Jose is going to start to make that move on up towards the north. And as you can see, it's going to stay offshore. There are some models taking it over portions of the northeastern United States, but most of the models are starting to track it a little farther towards the east. That's going to be a wait-and-see situation. In the meantime, what we're looking at here is Tropical Storm Maria, 50-mile-per-hour winds, moving towards the west at 20 miles per hour. And this is her right here, just now approaching the islands of the Caribbean. So we're going to continue to monitor her because she is moving towards the west now, but then it appears as though she's taking a little bit more of a northwesterly track. And so that's something we really want to pay attention to. And as far as Lee is concerned, winds at 40 miles per hour, moving towards the west at 10 miles per hour. But by Wednesday, this storm is going to be downgraded back down to tropical depression strength. So we're not going to be worried about Lee. But Maria is the one we want to focus our attention on, and that's going to be taking place over the next, by the end of this upcoming weekend. So we've still got several days to be watching that system. In the meantime, if you're heading on out to the beach, the winds will be out of the north-northwest at 10 to 15 knots. It's going to be warm out on the water, and then this is what we can expect over the next several days. Temperature highs back up at either side of 90 degrees, and rain back in the forecast by next weekend. Adam?
Now, sports.
And speaking of hurricanes, another quiet weekend of college football here in Florida. Florida State and Miami postponing their highly touted matchup as the schools continue to recover from Irma. But Florida was back in the swamp today against their conference rival, Tennessee. Both teams sporting decals for the victims of Hurricane Irma on their helmets. First quarter, Gators doing what they do best, intercepting the pass from Tennessee's young quarterback, Quentin Dormady. David Reese credited with that pick. A field goal heavy first half for Florida. That's a nice move right there from Gator wideout Kadarius Toney. Gets a first down, and Moore sets up the Gators for their second field goal of the game. Their first touchdown coming on an interception. No surprise there. And the Gators hold on to win this game 26-20. Well, the University of Memphis football is a giant killer once again. The unranked Tigers beating number 25 UCLA in front of their home crowd in Tennessee. Quarterback Riley Ferguson threw for nearly 400 yards and 6 touchdowns against the Bruins. You may recall back in 2015, the American Athletic Conference Memphis team beat the number 13 Ole Miss Rebels on the road. Lucky for USF, Memphis is not on the Bulls' regular season schedule this year. Plenty more to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
This is the story of a boy who was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
Download the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app now.
Well, to help out those recovering and cleaning up from Hurricane Irma, one local business is offering a free hot meal for the community and first responders. You can stop by tomorrow night around 4 p.m. to get that hot meal. It's at Detweiler's Farm Market, the one located on North Lockwood Ridge Road near University in Sarasota. Probably have a lot of food items that they need to get rid of, and what better way to do it?
What a fabulous way to do it. What a great community service.
Yeah.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-671-4817.
Hi, I'm Joan London with A Place for Mom. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families find senior care, and today's senior living communities have never been better, with amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms and swimming pools, public cafes, bars and bistros, even pet care services. And nobody understands your options like the advisors at A Place for Mom. These are local expert advisors that will partner with you to find the perfect place and determine the right level of care, whether that's just a helping hand or full-time memory care. Best of all, it's a free service. Call today. A Place for Mom. You know your family, we know senior living. Together, we'll make the right choice.
Call A Place for Mom right now to get our free ebook on financing senior care, as well as a free referral for senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-290-0352. That's 1-800-290-0352.
As Hurricane Irma tore through the Suncoast, ABC7 First Alert Weather was here for you, tracking Hurricane Irma on the all-new ABC7 First Alert Weather app and sending push alert updates on the storm, providing life-saving tips and non-stop coverage on air, online, and on all your digital devices. Plus, we answered thousands of your questions during our Hurricane Helpline. We kept you informed every step of the way. ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you when you need us most.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair?
The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds.
No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm going to show you a special dish that is sure to please the special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining. Game on, Suncoast! Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by your local Honda dealers. Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.